has to happen in our heads. We think in silos, we think in functions. We don't think in terms of the final goal, right? And we see this every day across the board. You're designing an automobile, but the person who's writing the embedded software for a microcontroller is focused just on that. So developing perspective becomes a very important issue, not just for people who are sitting in decision-making roles at executive leadership levels, but that thinking ability and training has to happen ground up.
And it's important to look at the ability to be able to balance that global thinking, align to the global thinking, but understand what the local nuances are, whether something works or doesn't work, and build things accordingly.
You don't want to become so aligned to the home location culture that you forget the value you bring. Because diversity is something we all value and we want to bring that to the table. So I think there's a need to have a good sharing of minds and cultures to bring the best to the table. In fact, the term is Glocal, right? Think global, act local, call it Glocal. And I've been informing my teams in the US about it, and they have now started embracing this term of think global, act local.
The true power of a network is not about celebrating the same voices. It's about the symphony of different perspectives. Success is rarely attained in isolation. And success is always a collaborative effort, and it's a joint effort that multiple people put together.
Courage is not the absence of fear, but it is the ability to operate despite your fear. So despite the self-doubt, keep powering ahead. So you have to learn to confront this voice in your head that says, I can't do it, and oh, you're not as successful as so-and-so.
And our leaders are very versatile and capable and adaptive. And that's the kind of leaders which is required for companies going forward who can work across cultures. And that's what we have incubated and created in India. A combination of these reasons is why we believe, right? One is the market, and second is in terms of the infrastructure investment in both physical and digital infrastructure, the kind of capabilities India GCC built, and the fourth is the kind of leaders what we have in the ecosystem.